happening, everyone? Just going to walk through pre-market for today. We're about an hour and a half out from London Open, so still got a bit of time. Yesterday we ended up just selling off after taking this internal high. So medium inducement down, really good manipulation to push this down. This area is an area of really strong supply, and if we look on the 4 hour on Euro, you can see it. We're looking quite bearish. We have taken like an extreme hourly range, an hourly range low, and that could give a reaction. So the kind of two things I'm looking for now is, because we've had that manipulation and push down like that, I don't really see this as a break. I more see this as an inducement point. So I'm looking for an inducement of Asia highs into this area of supply here when I'm looking to sell. In terms of possibly buying up to this, I am open to continuation buys off a continuation entry model, using that as the inducement of the day and continuing with that momentum there. In terms of points that hold a bit more weight, we've got this retest that sits in here. So price definitely can 100% come up to this area of retest here. So if I do buy, that's where I'll be targeting, and kind of looking at that as a full take profit area to then, possibly sell off of the take of this high, or better yet, this high, which will come all the way into the top of this point. Even New York, we could look at taking this, which holds a lot of liquidity to continue down. Really good inducement there. Kind of like a major inducement, giving us an hourly internal high take, which is huge. But we've taken a 4 hour point. We've taken lots of liquidity yesterday. So that retracement does make sense. We have got unemployment claims for New York, so it'll be just a London day today. In terms of, I'll start with GU and I'll do AU last. In terms of GU, jumping out on the 4 hour, we're still in this 4 hour point. It's taken like the external 4 hour point low, so it's taken internal liquidity. If we jump on the 15 minute, I'll show you what I mean. We've obviously moved up more or less. This area is a point itself as a supply to demand area. We've then taken the liquidity, there's equal lows that sit there, we've taken and come into that extreme and then had a really good reaction up. So I don't mind that at all, and it makes perfect sense given the weight of this point, especially having that inducement of equal lows into the mitigation. It holds a lot of weight to give a reaction up. Do I think we'll keep selling? More than likely, but we have built lots and lots of liquidity to the upside, so we can kind of explore that. This buy in here is what I took yesterday. I took a small loss and then a 1 to 3, so I'll get a trade recap of that done and dusted, and we can kind of go from there. So we've got this point here, which is a really strong point given the mitigation of what's happened. I really don't mind looking to actually try and buy into this to then sell, which will give us a really good entry. This is more or less the extreme given the current scenario of what price has done. This did induce price here, and then this, obviously we've got that inducement into that. We may actually find we take all of this liquidity. There's a lot of order flow sitting in here, and return further up to this price here to sell off there. So given where we're coming from, I wouldn't be surprised if we push through this point, but I think this point holds enough value to at least sell off of. Not necessarily take the lows, the swing lows, but could catch a 1 to 3 to a 1 to 5 risk to reward off of this, possibly to induce 15-minute structure here. This point has created a really small supply to demand that sits in here. We've got order flow sitting underneath, so you could see price come up, induce into this area here, push up, build up order flow, and then continue lower out of this extreme supply. So given we've had really good entries on GU thus far this week, I'm expecting price to kind of just move given the liquidity it's taken, and possibly not even give an entry. So we'll have a look for an inducement on open. You've got this entire area here, and we'll kind of go from there. But like I said, wouldn't be surprised if it kind of did what it needed to do. This was a break even also last night in New York, but I didn't end up taking this because of timing. So AU has actually returned all the way to this demand area in here. It's induced really cleanly into that rest of that point as well. This point did take a low break to the upside, and then create substructure inside of there, so this makes sense to pull up. We have got this extreme point here, and given that this was also broken this low here, we've got like really good inducement into mitigation of this top area. I also don't mind actually trading out of this area here, given we have mitigated supply. I am okay to actually trade that as well as that. We've got two really good areas. The only reason I don't love this area as much is we've respected demand, and so this area didn't push through that extreme supply, which is showing bullish confirmations and like buyers in control. But I don't mind possibly catching a sell, taking an inducement of some sort, because I imagine this area is a bit of a supply to demand area sitting in here. I wouldn't be too surprised. This did take 15-minute structure as well, but that is more or less the retest of that, which is quite nice, like that. So I don't mind either or. AU I don't like as much. Like I said, we've had really good entries. There was an entry actually in here yesterday as well. So yeah, we've had really good price action on all pairs all week. So given we have unemployment claims tonight, the red folder news, I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of died it down a little bit. But I'll go live with the community and we'll see how we go. So like normal, any questions, chuck them in the comments, and yeah, let's have a good trading day.